I don't want this man. You think that you're above him. That man couldn't provide the other women up around with or his baby mom. What makes you think he's going to give it to you?
We're not happy where we are. We're looking for happiness elsewhere. We are willing to change the way you act.
I feel like nobody should date a black man.
It's very obvious why you have to pay for pussy, because you just can't do it the right way. Kind of nonchalant y'all's way into being 40 and only.
Men are hard to find because good men aren't looking for you.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I've released them. Let's get into this.
The ones that look good, the one that got the popularity, the one that got the money but no character, that's the man y'all go for. Cause right, you would rather cry in a Bentley, right? Yeah, no, I'd rather not cry at all. See, and the good men at the front going to work faithfully, ain't out all night, ain't clubbing in bed by 8 watching anime. Them the ones. I'm telling you now, them the ones. But see, look, them the ones that y'all be saying they give y'all the ick, right? No, it's not the ick. You just want the bad boy.
Yeah, it's sad because really, you have to think about it. When you're living a boring life, when you're living a life, just you, maybe the other person, you go out here and there, you stacking chips, that's what it's all about. But you don't want that. You want a regularity when you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's not what it's all cracked up to be.
Y'all passing up on the good men in y'all prime days. Y'all passing up these men in college and in high school because he's not your ideal man. He's not the man. Oh, he's not the future. Y'all want Russell Wilson, but y'all looking at Future. Y'all seeing, oh, he's driving a nice car. He got on jewelry. He got on designer. All of that is cool. But when it comes down to it, what type of man are you really attracting? You're passing up over the good guy because, oh, he makes $25 an hour. So you're like, oh, I don't want this man. You think that you're above him. When you're on Section 8, you got 3 to 4 or 5 different baby daddies. You're a masculine woman. You don't even fit the qualities to be dating this man now. Now you're hitting him up, hey, big head, and you see that he don't want you, or now he got a white girlfriend, and now you're trying to talk down on him. But you was the same person that was denying him in high school.
That's what happens. You know, when you're up, they look at you in a shining light. And you don't have to be rich too. You can just be a guy. Maybe your car is nice. Maybe you dress nice. She can tell you got money. Then they regret it.
But now because he got money or he's of a certain caliber, you want him now? You don't want him then. So keep having the same energy. You're mad because you see that the next woman want him. So what was he supposed to do? Just be single or become a stepfather to your bastard kids? I'm not understanding. Why do a lot of you women sit up here, pass up on the good guy just because he's a nerd, he's lame, because you want temporary fun? You want fun? You want a guy who got 3, 4 different baby mamas, or that isn't good, he's a beta male, or he just overall. And you want him, you want the temporary fun and leisure over the guy that's going to give you the lifestyle that you want. How does that work? How are you going to find a good man? If that man couldn't provide the other women he slept around with or his baby moms with that lifestyle, what makes you think he's going to give it to you?
They won't listen. They never listen.
The man that they think they want, he doesn't care to give it to them. Why? You gave me everything anyway. When I have nothing, I'm not going to give you anything. That's why in my last video, right? Guy had 8 kids, around 6 different women. Other guy had a bunch of baby mamas. None of them want to get married. You're giving up the goods early. And you got to understand. And you know what they say nowadays? Oh, I'm responsible because I'm a baby mama. No, you had to be responsible because you're a baby mama. You become a baby mama At 16 years old, 17, 18 years old, you better become responsible. I hope your mother made it hard for you, didn't help you out at all, so you can learn your lesson. But most of them never do. And then spin the block, as she said, hey, big head. Hey, big head. It's gone. No more.
It comes to my attention that some of the sisters was not happy because black men was leaving the country, go to another country looking for wife. I mean, think about this. If we was happy, do you think we would never leave and go somewhere else looking for something? No. When we like it somewhere, we stick around. It's because we don't like certain stuff that y'all do. That's why we're leaving and going somewhere else. It's not about submission and none of that stuff now. It's about happiness. Think about it. Not because we go somewhere else looking for wife, that don't mean we hate y'all. That don't mean we don't like our kind. Stop that bull. That means we're not happy where we're at. We're looking for happiness elsewhere. We love your black female. But until y'all willing to change the way you act and talk to people, this will always happen. I'm just saying, think about it.
This guy here became a passport bro, and he's talking about going to other countries, and it happened because he feels he has to. Look at what these black women are saying. Guys are not trying to stay around for that. They refuse. No more friend zone. No more pay for my babysitter. When you want to take me out, you better pay for my sitter. It's worth it. It's not worth it for some old box that's used up by a whole bunch of men, most likely diseased. It's no reward. Like, men get no reward for staying with you, being with you, or even considering you. That's why guys are jumping the fence. Now look what this good black man is doing.
Mornings, whenever and Malia both are sleeping in our room, I sneak downstairs and get ready in the guest room. Malia woke up shortly after me, so I just went back upstairs and got her. I grew up eating cold cereal before school, so I'm radical about the twins having a hot breakfast every morning. Today I made them blueberry oatmeal. Morning. Is y'all ready? Another thing I'm radical about is having my water with lemon juice in the morning. Mariah keeping Ever distracted.
Now jump on him.
I'll be right back. Alright, I just got back from school drop off. Come on, baby, get away from the fire. Now, water, start dancing like Bobby. You want cheese on your eggs or no?
And I'm hungry.
Baby.
Oh, Lord.
Man, that's a good black brother right there. We out there. I take pride in doing things like this myself. Why not, right? Why would I not? Like, I live on my own. Of course, I don't have the kids like him, but look at that. The man is taking care of his kids. He's not doing it from afar either. He's right there giving them a personal direction.
That's what we do, right? Yeah.
The instruction they need. Look at it. Look at his son, happy as ever. Why is he happy dancing like that? He has someone to look up to. Look at it. Look at the little girls. They love it. I mean, they're happy anyway because they're kids, but it's golden. What he's doing is golden.
Good men are hard to find because good men aren't looking for you. Good men are hard to find because good men are busy working, climbing corporate ladders, chasing success, building businesses, building themselves and their future. Good men are hard to find because good men don't do nightclubs, strip joints, on dating apps, on Instagram, liking women pictures sliding in their DMs. Good men don't find their women that way. Low value men do. Good men are just like good women. They are very selective in their personal search. They're not turned on by women with big butts, big tits, and who have the intelligence of a rock. Instagram models do not impress them. They have outgrown that phase of their life. Good men don't settle down with women who are not in alignment with their future goals. Good men do not settle with women that they can't grow with and become their best self. Because they know selecting the wrong woman, just like selecting the wrong man, can be detrimental to their success and their overall well-being. Yes, I totally agree with you. Good men are hard to find because good men are setting themselves up for a good woman to become a good husband.
Yep, sure are.
Derives from a predisposition of a lot of black men to hide in the skirts of women. When you have a generation of black men who have been raised by their mothers exclusively, and they have not worked to undo some of the predispositions and mindsets that can set into you, you will end up with men who are like, I want to get behind a woman who's willing to speak up. Not really.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's the danger of it. That's why men say marry before you carry, because that's the mind state it develops in little boys. Little boys don't have that. Oh, I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna voice my opinion. I'm gonna do this and that. Like, what's she talking about? Let me see. So she got more balls and brains than anyone in Congress. They talking about Jasmine Crockett. Feminine black men seem more supportive of Jasmine Crockett. Feminine black men raised by a black woman, and you're blaming them for getting behind black women? That's what they've done their whole life. That's all they know how to do. What are you talking about? Hearing some of them talk, it's like, what did I say before? You guys remember the other video? Click, switched off the brain. Not thinking. No logic in the brain.
Realizing that, in fact, you could become that voice. That there is actually a void, and you now have hypermasculine women who are too loud,
Hypermasculine
too
woman.
aggressively masculine for no good reason. And you, as a man, are rallying behind and trying to get under the skirt of a black woman because that's what you're accustomed to. See, this is one of those tough topics, but it's one of those things that we, as a generation of black sons right now, I have 2 black sons.
I gotta stop this. Because she's blaming the victims. She's blaming the victims. Look, she may be a single black mother, I can tell, because she said I got 2 black sons and no black man is there. Do you think they may not get older and do the same thing? They see it in you, and you are so outspoken and so hyper masculine, but it's misdirected. You're blaming these victims. Victim blaming. That's what you are. Women shout it all the time that men victim blame. No, what you're doing is blaming innocent little boys raised by women alone. They're the victims.
And I will never be training them to seek to be covered by women. They are to be the covering. But when we have a reversal in our society where men are seeking the coverage of black women, that's how you end up with warped situations like this, where there are barely any black male faces in Congress, and black men keep over advocating for loudmouth black women because that's what they're used to.
What you're saying, there's no black faces in Congress. That's because everything going on nowadays, I don't know if there will ever be no black leaders. Especially when I saw Dr. Umar just paying child support and not being in his daughter's life. Seriously, I looked at that. I respected Dr. Umar before that. Like, it's a little crazy what he says because of the way, look how she's talking right now. So I felt, hey, doctor, you're bugged out. But then when he did what he just did, I said, ooh, he's a pookie and a half. So yes, there will be no more good black leaders. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Sad but true.
You niggas will not go to therapy and actually learn how to speak to women and treat them correctly. You get blocked and then want to act brand new or gaslight and pretend why you don't know you got blocked. It's very obvious why you have to pay for pussy, because you just can't do it the right way and get it up out of regular bitch, just not by acting like an asshole. Y'all are gonna nonchalant y'all's way into being 40 and only and not being able to wipe your ass properly because y'all are treating dating and just basic human respect like we're still in
How old are you?
school, not like we're 2 grown adults that should just be respectful to each other until you give me a reason not to. Look at you. But nigga knowledge is, I'm just gonna be an asshole like I'm the prize. Like, y'all wanna be bad bitches so bad, and that's why you're always gonna have to pay for pussy, bitch.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
That's personal. That sounds personal. I don't know who she's talking to, but the masculinity on her. Seriously, like, why are you getting in fights with men? I digress. I have nothing else to say about that. Nonsense.
Well, we saw this coming. Are you a parent that has school-aged children on free or reduced lunch? Gone. The USDA has eliminated over $1 billion in funding that will help bring food to schools and food banks. And why is it happening? Of course, under President Trump and Elon Musk. DOGE stands for the Department of Government Efficiency, have decided that it's part of unnecessary government spending, and this decision could impact millions of students and families nationwide. How many? Well, this change will pull free lunch away from 12 million kids. The Local Food for Schools Cooperative Agreement Program, or LFS for short, allocates approximately $660 million. So not only will this affect children, this will also affect the local farmers, the local small farmers. Yeah, the government's no longer going to purchase from them. Additionally, the USDA has discontinued the Food Purchase Assistance Program, which provided an additional $500 million to food banks. And this is what's crazy. The USDA had announced the funding for these programs last year, meaning it was already in the budget. The money was already set aside. But then here come DOGE. They came in and informed that these agreements would be terminated, even though the money was already set aside in the budget to fund these programs. They decided to cut money that was already spent and accounted for, money that was for children and small farmers. States were informed last week that their agreements would be terminated following a 60-day notification period. So it's probably going to get you until the end of the school year if you're lucky. And that's it. Will your state be affected? Let's take a look. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, no Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, no Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, no Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, no New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, no North Dakota, no Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, no South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, no Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. So the poor ones. Massachusetts governor has criticized the elimination of the government programs by saying Donald Trump and Elon Musk have declared that feeding children and supporting local farmers are no longer priorities. And it's just the latest terrible cut with real impact on families across Massachusetts and every other state. There is nothing appropriate about it. Trump and Musk are continuing to withhold essential funding in violation of court orders, and our children, farmers, and small businesses are bearing the brunt of it. The rich are getting richer, and the poor don't get a motherfucking thing. It's kind of feel like the 80s. In the words of Wesley Nino Brown, you gotta rob to get rich in the Reagan era. You wanna know why crack hit as hard as it did? This. When a lot of people are poor, a lot of people are disenfranchised, and a lot of people don't see a way out of their situation. They want to get real high, real fast. I don't want to say it, but it sounds like the prequel to the next drug epidemic.
Man, that's wild. I mean, a lot of changes have happened, with him signing all of those executive orders. I forgot the amount of it, but he signed around 30 or 20 or something like that. I forgot what I heard, but it's a lot. And I'm sure this was one of them. And it cuts a lot of government spending. I'll say that. He is going to save the government a lot of money. Is it right? Probably not. Most likely not. I'll be honest. I grew up on free lunch, but it's the dawn of a new day. And, as time goes on, as life goes on, times are going to get harder. And what do they say? What's that saying? Hard times make strong people, right? Easy times make weak people. Do with that what you will.
We agree. There's active genocide against white people happening in South Africa.
South Africa? Are y'all aware that you're committing a genocide on white people right now? Is the genocide of white people in a room with us? Now this is where things get funny. These are the comments under that video. This one person says, I wrote a paper on this in high school in the early 2000s. Like to emphasize that this has been going for a long time. They've been committing genocide on white people for a very long time over there in South Africa. This is funny. And this person here goes, if Kamala would have won, it would have started with reparations. What an idea to give people reparations, right? So offensive. And this guy here goes, look how well that worked out for Zimbabwe. And this other guy goes, yeah, millions of people starved to death because they unalived the whiteys and took over their farms, but didn't know anything about farming, so they doomed millions, all because of racism. So these people still believe that black folks, especially those black folks over there in South Africa, are just going to, destroy
That's all they do.
because the whites are no longer in charge. This is what they believe. They truly believe that without white folks, black folks cannot do anything. Oh, and here he is again. Now this is the comment that takes the win. When the oppressed get power, they become the oppressors. At least you recognize that you oppress those people. That's a good thing. That's a good start. But the end, not so much. This guy goes, they don't care about moral ethics or the environment or any of that. All the damns libs care about is control. They will lie and lie and lie purely to destroy this country more and more. I don't even know what this has to do with the US.
Yeah, exactly.
In South Africa. But, and this person goes, they're not oppressed, they're jealous. This white lady by the name of Ark goes, they don't understand they are being played. No farmers, no food. Who stops there? Everyone. It truly believes that if white people are not in charge, everybody just gonna starve to death. And this other white lady goes, exact thing happened in Zimbabwe, but Africans don't learn. South Africa, I don't know what y'all are doing to these people over there, but keep it up.
Wow. That's wild. If that is what happened, they're taking their country back. Didn't white people take them over? I mean, not take them over, but like many years ago, right? It pretty much came down, came in the country, negotiated things to take the land, take diamonds from certain places like Sierra Leone, and take the gold and stuff, digging gold and oil and everything from Africa. You got even China and all these other countries going to Africa and doing all of this mining, and the Africans don't get anything. Maybe a cut. Maybe the government gets a small cut. But yeah, I guess they got tired of it. All right, I don't know what to tell you, but shouts out to them.
I just have to say something that I feel like everyone needs to listen to. And this topic may be very controversial, but I do not give a flying F. I feel like nobody should date black men. And this is coming from someone whose dad is black, and I have brothers basically who are black as well. And I am a black woman, but I genuinely feel like if you truly want to have a good life and you want to just be well taken care of, you must go and date a man who is not colored in the blackness, or he could be mixed race depending how it is, but some of them have so much complex, it's just annoying to be around those type of men. But not all of them. A lot of them do love, black women and white women and respects them or whatever. But black men is specifically have so much complex. They have like these weird color issues. They hate black women, a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I don't know what it is, but I have always been mostly disrespected by black men. Like, black men is what I fear. And you can say whatever you want, but if you really think about it, as a person who have dated different types of races, I have just noted that black men treat nobody well. They will make a white woman pregnant or have kids with her and leave her single. They will mistreat a black woman like they don't even respect themselves. They don't even treat themselves well. If I ever were to date a black man, it has to be some type of Denzel Washington type of, But besides that, it's always just some weird ass thing with black men. They have so much color issues and are just bizarre. And I feel like as a woman, if you're looking for a better life, if you want to pursue something big in life, if he's not like Obama or Denzel Washington or like Will Smith, don't even bother to look at him, because no. Also, I also have to mention, I know that it sounds very controversial when I say this, but like, for example, white men who date black women, you hear far more white men who treat black women well than black men treating women in general well. And I know people may get super mad at me for saying this, but I'm so not sorry, because you guys are so mad and disrespectful, and I just cannot stand y'all. Some of you, like, even when y'all try to be nice, you guys just show to me why in general I just shouldn't with y'all. Like, y'all are weird.
We do not care.
All we have to say, we don't care.
All right, let me tell you something. We don't care.
We don't.
Cadence wants to be a gas station worker.
Stop right there. Stop. Why is it funny, though? Why is it so funny that a kid wants to work at a gas station? If we're being honest, we know it's because people who work at gas stations don't make a lot of money. If working at a gas station made you $200,000 and $300,000 a year, and a kid said they wanted to do that, it wouldn't be as funny. But if you agree that something like working at a gas station or electric vehicle stations that helps people get from place to place in society, go to birthday parties, see their family, see their kid, if you agree that this is a good service and it's a necessary service in society, why is it so funny when someone says that they want to provide that service? I see these people say this all the time. If you work at Chipotle, you can't expect to get healthcare, but you like Chipotle though. So what you're saying is, I believe that these things should exist because I like them and I enjoy them. I believe that people should work there, and I believe that people's experience working there should be bad. Really ask yourself why you don't think someone who works those type of jobs should live lives of dignity and pride. With things like this, we don't realize that through our reactions, we can put pressure on people. And we shouldn't come together and put pressure on folks who want to provide good services to society because they're not the ones doing something embarrassing. People who are doing something embarrassing are large businesses and corporations that profit off of their labor and don't compensate them fairly. That's embarrassing. Like if your sole goal in life is to become rich by being a landlord that over-commodifies poor people's living conditions, that's embarrassing. And that's where we should put our pressure.
This is how it is. That little boy, what is he? 7, 8? That's what little kids' goals are, right? He saw a gas station worker. He thought to himself, I can do that. Some little boys, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be this. You know what my son said? He said, I want to be a teacher. That doesn't pay that much, but it's what little kids do, right? I don't think it was as deep. It definitely wasn't as deep as he was explaining, talking about, people being taken advantage of and this, and that. Like, it's not that deep, really. Yes, the people that laughed at him were dead wrong. And I'm sure some adults were laughing at him as well. That's nothing to laugh at. That's a little boy, right? That's his goal. Right now, at his age, that's his goal. I bet when he's 13, 14, he may be undecided, but he may be working at that gas station at 16 years old and then realize, I need to take it a step further. Now, if he stays in that same mentality from a job when he was 16 and 17 and 18 years old, that's bad. But who knows? Who knows where his future will go? Like, who knows what's in his future? Only God knows. And only God can judge a little boy. So I say it like that. That little boy has to learn toughness. From all those kids laughing at him, what did he learn? But how did that boy walk out? He walked out like George Jefferson. Little boy should always walk in games. That little boy was so confident. Kids were laughing at him. But man, the way he's walking, I'm looking at his shot. That's what I'm looking at. I'm hearing a guy talk, but I'm looking at him going, that little boy is confident. He doesn't care what anybody feels about him working at the gas station. That's his love. Right now, that's his dream. I respect him for it, but it's going to change. It's definitely going to change. The more and more he learns what we got happening nowadays, AI and all of these different things, so many ways to make money, that little boy going to watch YouTube one day and go, a whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. A brand new place. I don't know the song. A live place to explore. And he's going to say, wow, I want to do this. Wow, Mom, Dad, I want to do this now. I also want to do this. And then the world is his oyster. Because he's going to realize it's definitely more to life than working at that gas station. Thank y'all for watching. See you next video.
Brothers! What we do in life echoes in eternity.